Hey everyone. Today I'm summarizing Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Major spoilers ahead. Watch first, then read the book. Links in the description. During the summer at the Dursleys, Harry's Aunt Marge came to stay, and she loved insulting Harry. When Harry was provoked, he accidentally turned Aunt Marge into a balloon and stormed out of the house with nowhere to go. While walking, he saw a dog that he long thought was an omen. He was then rescued by the night bus and taken to Diagon Alley. There he learned about the prisoner who escaped, Sirius Black. Sirius was imprisoned for killing Peter Pettigrew in front of Muggles. Harry was closely watched because everyone believed Sirius was after him and working for Voldemort. Sirius had been talking in his sleep, saying, "He's on Hogwarts." On the bus to Hogwarts, they were attacked by Dementors, the guards of Azkaban, and Harry passed out. Also on the bus was Professor Lupin, the new defense against the dark arts teacher. Hermione had been very busy because she took so many classes. Harry was occupied with Quidditch practice. Their divination professor kept insisting that Harry was about to die. Fred and George Weasley gave Harry the Marauder's map so he could sneak into Hogsmeade. While there, he overheard professors talking and discovered that Sirius Black is his godfather, James Potter's best friend, and that he supposedly betrayed them to Voldemort. Hagrid became a professor, and his first lesson was about hippogriffs. During class, one hippogriff named Buckbeak bit Draco Malfoy, and Buckbeak was sentenced to execution. Lupin taught Harry the Expecto Patronum spell to fight off the Dementor's effects. On the day of Buckbeak's execution, Harry and friends went to Hagrid's cabin to comfort him. Buckbeak was executed. In Hagrid's cupboard, they spotted Scabbers, Ron's pet rat, who they thought had been eaten by Crookshanks, Hermione's cat. On their way back to the castle, they ended up in the Shrieking Shack, where they met Sirius Black. At first, Harry was furious and ready to kill Sirius himself. But then Professor Lupin arrived, and to everyone's surprise, greeted Sirius like an old friend. Soon after, Snape appeared, using the invisibility cloak Harry had left behind. The truth is, the Marauder's map was created by Wormtail, Moony, Padfoot, and Prongs. That is, Peter Pettigrew, Lupin, Sirius, and James Potter. Lupin was a werewolf, so his three friends became Animagi, wizards who can transform into animals to keep him company. It wasn't Sirius who betrayed James and Lily. It was Peter. Sirius didn't kill Peter. Instead, Peter transformed into a rat and killed Muggles during that time. Sirius took all the blame and was imprisoned for 12 years, while Peter lived as the Weasleys' pet rat. Sirius escaped by turning into a dog, which the Dementors couldn't recognize. He escaped because he saw Peter in a newspaper with the Weasleys. When Sirius said, "He's in Hogwarts," he was referring to Peter, not Harry. Ron's leg was broken, and Snape was knocked out by Harry's Expelliarmus. They tied up Peter on their way to the castle. Sirius was relieved, because Peter's capture meant he would be free. But Lupin forgot to take his potion that prevents his werewolf transformation, made by Snape, and he transformed. Peter escaped, Snape regained consciousness, and the Dementors arrived. Harry ran towards Sirius, afraid the Dementors would take him. He kept shouting Expecto Patronum, and the Dementors backed away. Harry and Hermione then fainted. They woke up in the hospital wing, overhearing Snape taking all the credit, even claiming he saved Harry's life. Sirius was set to receive the Dementor's kiss. Panicked, Harry and Hermione explained everything they knew to Dumbledore, hoping he would believe them. It turned out he already did and promised to help, saying, "You might save more than one life." Because Hermione had so many classes, Professor McGonagall gave her a time turner. Using it, they traveled back in time, watching themselves from 3 hours earlier and carefully making changes without being seen. They freed Buckbeak and used him to fly to the place where Sirius was imprisoned. Buckbeak and Sirius escaped together. Snape was furious, and the next day he revealed that Lupin was a werewolf, which led to Lupin's resignation. On their way home from Hogwarts, Harry received a letter from Sirius, delivered by the owl Ron had. The letter said that Sirius and Buckbeak were free, and that Sirius was the one who sent Harry the firebolt broomstick. The letter also included a permit from Sirius, as Harry's guardian, allowing him to visit Hogsmeade.